welcome to today's video, and unfortunately today's video is going to be a sad one because today we're going to be talking about all of the games that I literally just never finished. Now this is a really disappointing topic for me because there are a lot of games that I've played that I've really enjoyed and that are actually excellent games, and I just have not either had the time or been able to focus on finishing these games. Now, if you're a member of my community, then you're probably familiar with the fact that I struggle with this and I talk about it often. I always want to be able to finish these games. And this is something I've struggled with not only now as a content creator, but pretty much my entire life. So we're going to talk about these 8 games, and I'm hoping that maybe you guys can resonate with this in some way, and hopefully by the end of this video you can help me in choosing maybe one of these games that I should really consider finishing 100%. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, we might as well kick it off strong with a really good game, and this game is Wildflowers. Now I know a lot of you have asked me to return to this game and I just have not had the time, but Wildflowers is an absolutely fantastic game. I loved playing this game. I don't even have a real excuse as to why I never finished playing it or why I didn't even make more progress than what I did. If you haven't played, Wildflowers is based around a young lady named Tara. I believe it's Tara, and she's returning to her hometown farm that she grew up on to help her grandma take care of it. I mean, hooked almost immediately. It has all of the elements that I would love about a farm sim. Not only is it fully voice acted,
Just any cauldron, your cauldron.
but every character has their own storyline. There's romance, farming, magic, there's exploration, there's different worlds that you can travel to, or different areas I guess that you can travel to. There's farm animals that you can care for. I mean, it literally has everything to love about a cozy game, on top of an amazing storyline. Now I did play about 20 hours of the game, which I think is actually further than the progress I make in most games, which should only tell you how much I really enjoyed it. However, I never finished it. It's such a sad scenario, and of course that's going to be the theme of this video. And so with that, it is one that I do consider returning to quite often because we were just getting to like the meat and potatoes of the game, where we were starting to get to use more magic and also unraveling this mystery of the town and also how it related to her life and how she was a part of this witch bloodline and everything like that. So it's really an exciting game. If you haven't played it, I would highly recommend. All right, now this one my community is truly going to kill me over because this is another one that was highly requested that we return to, but it's called Echoes of Plum Grove. And if you haven't played it, it's basically a farm sim slash life sim slash survival game. Okay, so it has all of your favorite elements in it, including crafting, farming, romance. There are babies, there's family trees. I mean, it literally has everything. But in addition, there is an element of survival. So you can pass away in this game, and the whole premise of it is basically to get married, have a kid, and then move on through your storyline through your child, because eventually everyone in the game passes away. Like there's aging and all of that in the game. You can also get sick and pass away too. But again, this one was so much fun. I think I played about 16 hours of this game, and I don't know. I just, like, even thinking back to it, I stopped right at pregnancy. Like I got pregnant, had a baby. I think another new game came out, and then we dived into that game, and I just haven't returned since. It is, you know, like, is there something, there's got to be some science behind this, because I just don't understand. Like, why didn't I even play it in my off time? And another thing I'll say is that I'm really obsessed with the art style in this game. It's giving Paper Mario, and I have to say, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but once I started playing, I really fell in love with the art style. I fell in love with the game in general. It is definitely one that I also think about all the time, and I see it sitting right there in Steam, screaming at me to play it, and here I am, just haven't touched it since. What's wrong with me? All right, now this one may be a surprise, but Lego Fortnite. That was such a good game, right? If you've played Lego Fortnite, please let me know. But this game was really, really cool. I know some people weren't super in love with the fact that there was this hyper realistic world, but then you're like Lego character and then you build with Lego blocks and stuff like that. But I felt like the combination between these two aesthetics worked well, and I really liked how unique it was. Not only was it actually super beautiful to explore the world, but you also got to do a lot of the things that we love, including decorating, building, crafting. I don't even know. There's some aspects of it that I probably don't even know about because I think I've played less than 10 hours in this game. Not only that, but this game also has a sandbox mode. So if you're not interested in surviving or, you know, running around and fighting enemies and all that kind of stuff, and you just want to build, you can enter into the sandbox mode. It gives you all of the available like building materials, and you can just build a town. You can build whatever you want. I mean, the options are kind of like endless with what you could do with this building in the game. But on that same topic, I will say that it felt difficult to build in the game. It didn't feel very intuitive. Now, it was early when the game had first released, so there may have been updates or something to make that a little bit better now. I did see on Fortnite that they released the ability to like buy pre-built buildings that you can just place down. But either way, this one was a lot of fun to play, and it was one that I wish I had spent a little bit more time on. Now, let's talk about my time at Sandrock. This game is beautiful. Beautiful, and it's truly a cross between the games that I really love. Now, in addition to your traditional farming life sim elements in this game, you also have an element of combat, which really gives you the best of both worlds. So the premise of this game is that you're a builder who moves to this rundown desert area, and basically you're tasked with helping to revitalize this town. You take on commissions that have you build things that other people in the town need. You also can build a huge house. You can decorate this house. You can have a family. There's farming, there's crafting, and then like I said, there's also an element of combat, which the combat is done really good in this game. It is so much fun to play, and I played a little bit more of this game. On Steam, it shows that I played about 55 hours of the game, but most of those hours were spent starting new games and just starting over. So I really didn't get past some of the early game content, and that's, again, truly disappointing. Truly disappointing, because this is also a game that runs pretty well on Steam Deck too. So I could have been laying in bed playing it or something. Another thing that I have to note about Sandrock is the character customizer. There are so many different ways that you can customize your character, and that is something that's super important to me in a game. It actually usually helps me to keep playing because I can make a character look exactly how I want. And you also have different styles of clothing and things that you can wear as well. But again, I don't know. I moved on to other games and I just haven't been able to find my way back. Have any of you guys played My Time at Sandrock? And what is your experience with getting to, you know, some of the in-game content? Because I still see them adding stuff like pets and all kinds of new content that comes to the game through updates. And it looks very interesting. It looks like a lot of fun, but I just haven't been able to get back into it. So another sad title that I haven't been able to return to. Shocker. Now this is one that you all are probably very familiar with, but Fae Farm. Now there was some controversy about this one when it first came out because it had a higher price point than what people expected for a game like this. But if you aren't familiar, Fae Farm is about a fairy that comes washed up ashore of this town called Azoria. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. And you craft, build your homestead. It has like a very Animal Crossing like feel. It's literally, I feel like, a cross between Animal Crossing and fairies, but you basically build up your homestead. You can decorate, craft, farm. There's also a lot of NPCs to interact with. Now, one downside about this game that many people pointed out was that the NPCs did not really feel very lifelike. A lot of them said the exact same things over and over, which did break immersion at some times, but overall that wasn't a big deal to me. Between the farming and the decorating and also the combat elements and how you used your fairy wings and also your magic powers, this one was definitely a game that I could have continued to play, and definitely a game I could see myself finishing. Also considering the fact that they released a couple of DLCs to the base game, and they all look interesting. They all look good. It looked like they brought some fun content to the game, and again, here I am just, I don't know, not paying any attention to it, just letting it sit in my Steam library and rot away, I guess. What did you guys think about Fae Farm? And is there anybody here who actually completed the game 100%? Well, let me know. Woo, y'all, the list is stressing me out. As I go through it, I'm getting more and more stressed, but next on the list, Paleo Pines. Do you guys remember Paleo Pines? The cute little dinosaur game where you run around and tame dinos and build a dinosaur sanctuary, and your dinos help you to rebuild and revitalize your farm. They all have their own special abilities and tasks that they can do to help you, and you can ride them. You tame them through a flute. I mean, literally adorable. Adorable. What more could you want? It's literally Ark Survival in a cozy game. Hello? I mean, it's perfect. I absolutely love the fact that you can tame these little dinosaurs and then you can build them their own little areas on your farm. In addition to that, the NPCs were very cute as well, and the aesthetic of the game was very vibrant and colorful. I mean, this one was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself playing this game. I don't really have a reason why I didn't return back to it. Again, I think it just leads back to the simple fact that something else came out and I started playing that game instead, and then I just forgot to come back. But this game is truly adorable. I think it has a great storyline, and truly is a shame that I didn't get back to it. All right, now this one could be debated on whether it is considered cozy or not, but I think it falls into the cozy gaming genre. But it's called Cult of the Lamb, and if you guys have not seen it, it's kind of on the darker side of cozy games. Now, I'm going to read the description straight from Steam because I think it'll be easier for you to understand what the game is about if I read it. But the premise of the game is you start your own cult in a land of false prophets, venture out into diverse and mysterious regions, and build a loyal community of woodland followers and spread your word to become one true cult. Now, this one was super cute because you would get these little cult followers that you would bring in to your, I guess, village, you could say. And they can take on certain tasks like cooking or worshiping or whatever you assign to them. You can also customize each of the little villagers that come in and give them a name. So as a streamer, this one's a lot of fun because you can rope in your community by naming your cult members after the people in your community or who's on your stream, which I think is a really fun idea. But this one was a lot of fun. It had a totally different vibe compared to all of the cozy games that we normally play. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think there was a DLC or some type of expansion or something that they added on that brought a little spice to the game. So very interesting. This one was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing it while I did, but I never finished, and I really don't know anything about any of the extra content that came to the game or what even happens after you build a cult big enough. Like, I don't know anything because I played like probably 5 hours. Have you guys played Cult of the Lamb? And if you did you like it? Let me know. All right, friends, we've saved the best for last. And I will have to say, I purposely saved this one for the very end because this is probably my #1 regret when it comes to cozy games that I just never got back into or didn't play very long. That game is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know. It's literally so bad. I think there's a couple of reasons maybe for this, but I got my Nintendo Switch towards the end of the COVID era or period that was going on, and I started playing. I didn't really play with other people, but I started playing, and I played like heavily for like 2 weeks. I was like in it, right? But I still didn't get very far in the game, and I can't tell you what happened. I don't remember what drew me away from the game or what I started focusing on. I think it might have been right around the time when I started creating content. But what I can tell you is that I stopped playing and I hadn't really picked it up since. And I am so sad that I missed this bandwagon of people who all got to experience the Animal Crossing when the world was locked down and everybody needed something to do and everybody had new friends that they could play with and share this game with. And I just missed all of that. I missed all of it. When I say that I missed all of it, I didn't even get to terraforming. I don't even think I exited the tutorial. I think I might have gotten to the point where I was about to be out of the tutorial part of the game, but I just didn't pick it back up. And from all of the videos that I've seen and all of the people that I watch play this game, there is a true love behind it. And I just feel really sad that I kind of missed out on that whole era. And I don't know if it's too late to jump in because I never played any of the Animal Crossings before New Horizons. I think I would like to play a new Animal Crossing game if it came out, but I don't know anything about Animal Crossing other than kind of like the base premise of the game. It is a big regret. It's a super cute game. And when I hear people talk about their experiences with it and how that game makes them feel, I do feel like I truly, truly have missed out. So there you have it, friends. There are the 8 games that I regret never finishing. And even going through this video makes me even more sad about it. Please don't forget to comment below and let me know what game you think I should complete 100%. And even past that, if you're someone who kind of suffers with this same issue, I would love to hear from you because I need to know, is it just me? Is it just me? I appreciate you watching the video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.